Yeah, Tea and Conversation Live. This is our second season. Feeling real good in myself, spirit. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing real well on this wonderful, wonderful day. And started off actually the entire year by not being distracted. Yes, not being distracted. And I see that a lot of people are posting and sharing um, from um, the inauguration and from the new president, Donald Trump. And I just want to say, for me, for me, and I chit chat with a lot of people, and just not being distracted and trying to pay attention to what's really going on around us in your city, in your neighborhood, in your state, but definitely, right at home, local politicians, local politics, and staying focused on what is going on. 365, 2025. Don't be distracted. And one thing I know for sure is during Black History Month, which is right around the corner, a couple days out, is that making sure that we are focused on self, focus on educating our young people, as well as educating ourselves, making sure that we are recognizing, uplifting, bringing awareness to the Black-owned businesses in our community, making sure that we are spending with our Black-owned businesses. All I know for sure is that if we don't do it, no one else is going to do it. So we have to be front and center with um, highlighting, using our social media platforms to bring that awareness. And we have a lot of pages, a lot of sites, a lot of groups that has the information on our Black businesses. We have our chamber, we have DSI Black pages, we have the Green Book, we have all of these different sources. Also, the Black Business Bus Tour is coming April 19th, um, 2025. That's why I said we cannot be distracted. What is, and I said all the time, what is the plan? What is the plan going forward? And how are we going to come together as a community? Oh boy, has that been seemed like the hardest thing to do is to unify, come together to push, move forward the community in a number of ways, not just in business, but in so many ways. But this what I know for sure: we can get it, we can get it, we can get it, we can get it, and we can get it right. And just setting our minds to it. People tell me all the time. Then I'll see people post during Black History Month. Black history is 365 days of the year. Black history is all the time. Black history is all year long. And sometimes when I look at their pages, and your pages may not be a reflection of you. I know mine. Mine is a reflection of me, pretty much, and because I go from one extreme to the next, sometime depending on what's going on in the community. And I like to be an upfront kind of person. My grandmother told me to, take my finger out of my mouth and speak up. And I just have been um, a speak up kind of girl um, ever since she said that. And she said it more than once because it took me a while before I really start taking my finger out of my mouth and speaking up. But we have to align ourselves with people that are going in that same direction. and then bringing it back possibly to our neighborhood and to our families, that we cannot be distracted. Um, One of my friends, good friends, one of my good sister, soldier sister, uh, often say to me, let them stretch each other eyes out. We get out of the way, you know, get out of the way and let those things fall where they may. And I do know that if we are, we, if we are aligning ourselves to move forward, to do great things for ourselves and our community, we'll be all right. But we have to start. And if I hear, just for me, that removing the uh, Black history components and removing books and just removing things. Um, I know when I talk to my grandson and my oldest grandson in particular, K3, I always kind of give him a little bit of history and and stir up his curiosity. So it always fall back on us to educate our children on our history as much as we know. And sometimes you'll find yourself getting deeper and deeper into the books and wanting to know more as well. I do know the more that you know, the more things that you can share with your children and your grandchildren, and even the circles that you are in. Because this is another thing I hear. We have to educate the children, and a lot of times uh, our old butts, our grandparents, and us do not know. So how are we going to educate our children? No different than financial literacy. Um, Most times we did not get it because we didn't have good examples of our grandparents. Let's go back to grandparents. And I was fortunate enough that I was around my great grandmother as well, and my grandparents as well, and my parents. And my mother probably is the only one that I did see, and she still to this day still get it right. She's a tight fist with her money. But we have to show how important it is to this year, because we can take, um, if you want to take it quarterly, I'm a quarterly kind of girl. I learned that in nursing. I learned that as a marketing director, liaison, that they would do things in quarters. And we are in the first quarter, and just taking, we're in January. So we have 2 months in this first quarter that we could put aside. And I know sometimes it's hard. I'll never forget putting $1,000 up. I put $1,000 up. And those that know the story, I've said it many times, that financial literacy, that financial um, saving and how to save, and that emergency fund. The news, I hear it all the time. They mention it several times throughout the year, that the majority of people, period, do not have an emergency fund. One thing, if you own a home, if you have a mortgage, I should say, you need to have an emergency fund, because you are responsible for everything that goes on in that home, the AC, the refrigerator, just in case it goes out. If you have to replace the toilet, I mean, it's endless sometimes when you own your property. And an emergency fund is just for that. It's not because, and I remember doing this. That's why I'm saying it. I remember doing this. I remember having, and I started with $1,000, that I was going to put that $1,000 away, and I was not going to um, spend it, because it was an emergency fund, right? Lo and behold, everything was an emergency. it took me, I don't know, about four tries. And I think I was disappointing myself because I was having to go back and get, chip off it. It's no different than when you um, use $100 bill and now you just broke that $100 bill and you have to, um, and now you're at the point you got to spend the rest of the money. So I knew after that fourth or fifth time, I know it had to be at least um, probably five times, truth be told. And that fifth time, I said, I was not going to disappoint myself. And nothing was an emergency. And I remember I was in the car with my mom, and something had come up with my brother, and she asked me about some money, and we were talking back and forth. And that's when it happened. I said, Mom, that's not an emergency. And she just looked at me, and I said, no, that's not an emergency. And that's when I got it. That's when I got it. It's almost, when I think about it now, that was almost like a challenge for me. It was, can I do it in that situation, where the other times it was just me in this space, and I was, challenging and dealing with my own self and my own wants. And I said no. And from that point on, I have been able to uh, put back and have an emergency fund. And it has saved me many, many times if something happened, having that. So we have to, family, friends, we have to really dig deep and don't be distracted with all of the things that are coming. And there will be lots more to come. Uh, the writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall. And what are we going to do? And who does most of this affect? I think most of it affects the minorities. I think it affects people that do not have much. Uh, if the writing is on the wall and we hear that jobs are going to be eliminated, okay, well, what I know for sure is if I heard whisper in my office that my job was going to be eliminated, I would start now looking for another job. And if you have been in that space for 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, I would suspect you have enough skills to go and find another job or create a job. Use those skills to um, expand all of that knowledge into wealth for you. And if, I was just listening that so many people are going to have to come back to the office. So many people are going to have to come back to the office. If you don't want to come back to the office, let me tell you something, baby dolls. If you don't want to come back to the office, create your own from home. Be a consultant of your own from home. I just, for the life of me, I just don't know how, you're going to just sit and wait to be, um, unless there's a benefit of sitting and waiting. I just don't know how. I just don't. I just know for me, I would not sit and wait until I am removed from the job. I just know that we have to come up with something for us. We have to have a plan for us. We have to um, can't lean back. It is not time to lean back. And for me, it is not time to spend the majority of your time all day, every day, worrying about all of the things that are going on and things that you cannot change, things that you cannot um, make a difference in. I know for me, the only thing, truth be told, I can make a difference is the space that I'm in, the space that I'm in, and that's um, what I will be doing uh, this quarter, this year, and going forward within the next 4 years, and not wavering from it. Sometimes, we have. That's why I don't set no resolutions. I have not in many years. Uh, I'm 61 years old. I don't do resolutions. I just continue to move forward and whatever goals sometimes I put together for myself and accomplish them and check them off as I go. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Kamitra. Good to see you, good sister. Good morning, Cecilia. Thanks for jumping on with us this morning. But we cannot be distracted, family. We have to come up with a plan. We have to come up with a plan. I was in the store the other day, and I want to, because I want to get it right when I say it, and I was picking up just a few items, and the Peter Pan peanut butter. It was the 28 ounce, and it was $8.47. Right at, might as well say $9 in my mind. $9, right at the tip of $9 for a 28 ounce of peanut butter. That's right at, might as well say $10 for peanut butter. So in my mind, what what are we? What is our household going to do because we see the increase in prices? We have to have a tighter budget for food, a tighter budget for going out to eat, and that's for those that does that, and making sure that we are watching our spending in the food area. And does that mean, I don't know, does that mean getting the store brand? We've talked about this forever. The store brand, or do we uh, cut back on, because the smaller, we know this as well, the smaller jar of peanut butter, you're wasting money. So you might as well spend almost $10, and you add eggs onto that, 10, 15, like $17, almost $17. So I I don't know, I don't know what you all are going to do, but I know we're going to do. I know what I'm going to do. My goal this year is to really work on that emergency fund, uh, not being distracted with all the things that are going on, because we know that they are going to come, period. We've seen it in the last several days. Um, I'm expecting to see the president on the television every day. I'm expecting it. So, do you want to engage in that? Do you want to watch it? Uh, Everyone making that decision for themselves, what they want to do and how they want to do it. So, I just think that we have to really, really, really um, figure out what we're going to do for ourselves. This is an amazing opportunity for us to dig deep and decide in reference to supporting Black businesses, making sure that we are recognizing our Black businesses. If it has never, 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 never come to a time of self, doing for self, recognizing self, the time is now. It's either we will take 4 years and do nothing. I think also we need to, at this point, push our elected officials to do more in reference to um, pushing the agenda. Definitely the Democrats, because there's a lot of Democratic elected officials local that people constantly, continuously vote for, and we have to make sure that we are encouraging them to stay on the front line for us in our community. I think we need more and more and more. I can't say this enough. We need more town hall meetings from our elected officials, because I think that the mental state that a lot of people um, is in, are going to be in, is going to be heavy for a lot of people. I think it's going to be heavy for a lot of people, and definitely for our seniors. There's no way that seniors are not worried. You know, I did hear that the Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid will not be affected. I did hear that, but that does not mean that our seniors are not worried. And we all know that um, being in a space of worrying, it brings about hypertension and all other types of illnesses, diseases that some of them already may have, that are mild cases that may be increasing. So we want to make sure that we provide those spaces for our seniors to keep them in a space of calmness, because I know that they're worried. We have been hearing them worry as well. The Black Business Bus Tour is April 19th in our great city. The seats are only $20. Those that would like to participate, ride on the bus. We are taking a limited amount of vendors for the springtime Tampa Black Business Bus Tour. Also, if you are a business and would like to be a part of the Black Business Bus Tour, you can also give us a call at 813-394-6363. Again, that number is 813-394-6363. Thank you so much, CJ. Good to see you, good brother. Keep doing great things in the community. Rick Turner, good to see you, good brother. Hope all is well. Keep doing great things in the community as well. We are all in 365 days in 2025, making sure that we are highlighting businesses. Rick Turner, I know you've been a business owner for a long, long time, and making great things happen in the city. CJ, I know you got a lot of great things that are going on in the community as well. You guys are always welcome to drop that in the comment section of what you have going on. We are definitely in support of Black-owned businesses. I've been at it a long, long time in our community, right at 20 years, 21. Actually, I opened my tea shop in the city of Tampa in 2003. For 10 years in the Tampa Bay area. And the Black Business Bus Tour next year will be 20 years. And this year marks, in June, marks 20 years. I cannot believe it. 20 years of tea and conversation. Good morning, Pat. Good to see you, good sister. Hope all is well. And I hope that everyone is staying focused, focus. I think that is, for me, is my word for, was one of my words. I have two for the year. I have one of my cousins in Atlanta. She always sent around to our cousins to send in our word of the year, and then I do that with my girlfriends, my bus tour team, and sister familyhood. And my word definitely for the year is focus. And we cannot be distracted. We can definitely take 2025 and use it this year as a model of what it looks like, what it really looks like if we are taking it from the top. If we are taking it from the top, woo, taking it from the top and supporting our local Black owned businesses. Because let me tell you something, baby dolls, if we get it right, let me say this. If we get it right and if we stay focused on self and worrying about our own Black business, tending to our own Black selves, Black business, if we do that all of 2025, because I know that you have to practice, you have to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. And those that are already doing it, awesome, awesome. Spread the word to others. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And we can do it. I believe that we can do it. I think the time is now for us to do it. We cannot continue to wait. We just can't. We just can't. We don't have time to wait, and the time is now. The time is now going forward in 2025. We have 365 days of the year. More than enough time for us to get it right. More than enough time to get it right. I wanted that lavender because it gives me that energy of the creator. It allows me to be in my space of greatness. It shows me the way. It allows me to be who I am. I absolutely love our people. I love supporting our businesses. I like making sure that our businesses are aware of things that are out there to help them grow as well. All I know, Grandma said, start at home. We can all talk about what we had and, communities that had Black owned businesses, and we had them in our city. No matter what city I've gone to, people will tell me about, there was a black district, there was a black strip, there was a, that we had, no. We can continue to have family. We can continue to have. I can't say that enough. But we have to do it. We have to do it collectively. If you have not gone to a Black owned business this month, because it makes my spirit happy, it really does. It makes my spirit happy doing Black Business Bus Tour Day, seeing all of the businesses come together collectively, the joy, the excitement, the anticipation that is on their faces, all of that. It makes for a good day. It makes for a good day. The businesses that we go out to, there's always two or three other businesses that have never been a part of the Black Business Bus Tour. And I'm always excited because they had never been a part of it. So they really don't know what to expect, right? They don't know what to expect. So yeah, we have the general meeting, which is the Thursday before the bus tour. We have all of the businesses that are going to participate. And then we have the vendors as well, with the captains and hosts and everyone. Normally have about, I don't know, about 50, 60 people sometime. Definitely before the pandemic, we used to have at least 100 people come out uh, for the um, for the general meeting. And it's always amazing to me the businesses that have never participated. You know, they ask a lot of questions. We give them all the instructions that are needed to get ready and be prepared for the Black Business Bus Tour. And no matter how much you instruct um, them on what to do, it's always amazing, right? They are always going to um, somewhat do it the way that they want to. They do it the way that they want to. And it's okay. Listen, it's okay. However you want to do it, it's okay. But the next time that they participate with the Black Business Bus Tour, because normally that first time, that second time, if they participate, they are all in. They are all in. You need to have more than one cashier. I'll never forget, no matter, we had several businesses that if you have 50 people in your shop at one time, 50, 45, 50 at the most at one time, depending on how many buses you want to come. You have to have more than one person at the register. You got to have a cash person. You got to have a credit card person. You got to have all of the Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, all of that to get the line running. You cannot have people in a line with a hunk of money wanting to spend, and you don't have the appropriate checkout people. You got to have the appropriate checkout people. You got to have enough people in that day. And it's almost like, you know, like when a business have their grand opening, they're able to get relatives to come help most times, not all the time, because a lot of times when you start a business, your family are usually the least ones that are there to help. But getting friends, just letting them know that you're going to be a part of the Black Business Bus Tour. It's coming April 19th. Let them know now. And you're going to need all hands on deck. You're going to need someone walking around and taking pictures, because those pictures that they take on the day of, showing people in your shop, in your establishment, your business, showing those people, Eddie, good to see you. Joyce, good to see you. Showing those people, you can use that as your marketing tool. You use that as marketing going forward. Taking enough pictures, you can share them throughout the next 6 months, because guaranteed someone on that downline is going to see someone in the pictures that they know. Like, oh wow, Wanda goes there to that. Oh, I need to check that out. Most of them drop the ball on that. Most drop the ball on that. There's no way 100 people, got 100 people, 100 people. I got 100 people in my shop. Good morning, Sylvester Eichel, brother. Good to see you. I have 100 people in my shop, and what? I'm not gonna take pictures. How am I not going to take pictures? And then I say, well, you might want to have someone taking videos. How you cannot have someone taking videos? You can take a 45-minute video. As a matter of fact, you can do an hour and a half video. You can show getting ready for the Black Business Bus Tour. How you are getting ready, being creative. It takes more than a passion and a drive and a vision to open up a business. But people leave out so often the marketing piece. They leave out the marketing piece. How are you going to get out in the community piece? I'm with Jarvis on this one. If I hear one more person say word of mouth, I'm going to holler. I'm going to holler. You need more than word of mouth. If I knew 50 people was coming to my shop, my establishment, because I'm focused and I'm not going to be distracted in 2025. I'm not going to be distracted. I'm going to spend the entire year focusing on what I need to focus on with my household, with my finances, with my business. And that's all I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And knowing that people are coming to my shop, listen, I'm going to have it spick and span for one. And then I'm going to have a video talking about it's coming, letting people see my merchandise if I have merchandise. Because if you are an insurance agent or a realtor that we possibly may be coming to, you can talk about that. You can talk about the way Wardrobe did. They were standing outside and Switching Up Style did, and a few others. They videoed when the bus was riding up to their shop, like Elizabeth Carson Racker did, videoing the bus of people coming to your shop, being excited that everybody on that bus is coming to my shop to spend money. Miss opportunities. I need a whole class on it. I may do that. I may need a whole class on it. I may do that. Of getting ready for the customers. And then I say, this one here, this is, let me tell you something, baby dolls. This one is powerful. When the bus comes to your shop, the Black Business Bus Tour, 45, 50 people on that bus. This is so important for the owner of the shop just to be at the door to greet everyone. That's why it's important to have enough staff, enough people, friends, family inside of the shop when the people come. You stand there and you greet every person that comes in that shop. People want to know who the owner is. They want to know who the owner is. Yeah. And just imagine this one. Picture this one, baby dolls. Because I'm a visionary person. I could see it. That's why I'm able to walk in it, because I'm able to see it. Been that way ever since I was a child. Yeah. Is when you have your camera guy, your video guy right there at the door. Got to have them at the door. And all of those people that come into that shop on the day of the Black Business Bus Tour day, and you see them walking in and you saying hello and shaking hands, and several of the people on the bus may see who you are. They may see, oh, I didn't know you was in business. You know, I hear all of that, right? On the day of the Black Business Bus Tour. Picture this. And then you take that video. It's powerful. Take that video, family. Thank you so much, Pat. Good morning, Angel Brown. Good to see you. My brother, the King, Quentin Robinson. Good to see you always, brother. You know I got to have you on my show real soon. I love you so much. You are such a force to be. You are such a force to be. And taking that video, you take that video of people coming into your shop and you at the door and you shaking their hand and share that. Wouldn't you think if people saw that, they would say, oh my goodness, I got to get there tomorrow. I wonder if they open tomorrow. I got to get there. Said that many people in that shop? Oh my word. One thing, I don't know all things in the universe. I don't. I don't know all things in the universe, but I know marketing. I know marketing. I know how to get it out there. I know how to be present. And that's what we have to do. Yeah. Hi, Sharika. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm excited about it. The Black Business Bus Tour is coming April 19th in the Tampa Bay area, going out supporting Black-owned businesses. We want to mind our own Black business in 2025, 365 days a year, 365 days a year. This year, 2025, making sure that we are supporting one another, coming up with a plan, coming up with a solid plan. We need our elected officials on board. We need them front and center. I think we need them on board to keep us informed. I think we may have something new almost every day. This first 100 days, who knows, left to right, right to left, east to south, south to west. Who knows where we may be. But making sure that we stay on our own square. And if we've never done it before, in my lifetime, now is the time to do it. Now is the time to embrace one another. That judgment. I mean, let me tell you something. I watched a number of the people that the president chose, and he has a right to choose whoever he wants. Absolutely, without a doubt. Choose whoever you want. But even with that, if we haven't learned a lesson from that, I watched, and one of my lessons is we can't throw our people away. We can't throw our people away. We cannot throw our people away. Oh, okay. So they are still some value. Oh, okay. So they are still some value. So they can still run the show. Okay. We the first. And all I know is I'm close to mine. Good morning, my family. Royal Pineapple, good to see you. Front and center. Front and center. So that's the thing for me is it may be some foolishness. It may be some outlandish things said, It may be some craziness in the milk jug, but paying attention of how it's bobbed and weaved, how it's placed out there. I'm telling you, if I haven't learned nothing, one of the things, let me tell you something, baby dolls, is making sure we cannot keep throwing our people away. We're too judgmental. We're too judgmental. Tell them Candy Lowe said it. You're too judgmental about our family members, our neighbors, our leaders that fall off the track and trying to get back up, and we continue to knock them down. I'm telling you, I watched yesterday with dang, what was the guy name? Can't even remember his name. Kennedy. I watched him, right? You talking about a grilled down, all the way down, all the way down, set with a straight face. Said he said it, said some of that he did, some he did not do. No, I didn't do this. Yes, I did that. I don't believe in that now. I may have believed in it then. From left to right, right to left, 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 right, right. And I believe he's going to get in. That's why we have to. Jean, good morning. Good morning, Miss Wells. Good to see you this morning. That's why we can't throw our babies away. We can't throw our people away. We can't throw them away. We the first. Throw them away. Just throw them away. We just cannot do that. We have to come up with a new way of thinking, paradigm shift. That might be another phrase of the year, 2025, because we need some new phrases. Good morning, Sister Bridget. Good to see you. We need some new phrases. And paradigm shift might be in there for 2025 because we need definitely need a paradigm shift. I'm hoping that the pastors, the churches are coming up with a new way forward in 2025 because we definitely need a new way forward in 2025. Yeah. We have the Black Business Bus Tour coming as well. And thank you so much, Angel. Yeah, how we judge others is truly how we ourselves shall be judged, even the Bible says it. Yeah, yeah, hmm yeah. I just, sister, I just watched in the last few years, definitely the last 6 months, 3 months, several days. They did what? Oh my word. But we still want to give them a job. We still want to put them out front. They are worth saving. They are worth bringing them along. Yeah. So we have to um, have a new way of thinking, a new way forward. 365 days of the year, 2025, supporting our Black businesses, bringing awareness to them, supporting them, using our social media as a platform to share them as well. And I know that we can do this. We can do this. Bringing a full campaign together. Good morning, Divine Goddess Queen, Mother Brenda Allen. Good to see you. I'm definitely going to have to find a way to have you on as a um, weekly or monthly contributor to Tea and Conversation Live, making sure that our people are educated in this new year, 2025, and staying informed, uh, keeping our spirits enlightened on important things, and no distractions. No distraction, making sure that we are on our square. I don't know all things in the universe. I don't. But I do know that we can do this. I think that we can make a difference, but we cannot waver. We cannot be distracted. And it's always, we all pull our weight. There's always one or two that's going to let go of the rope. I think that Harriet Tubman kept going. Sometimes you have to leave a few behind. Sometime we have to leave a few behind. Will they catch up? I can't even worry about that. I can't even worry about that. If I would have stopped what I was doing 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago, I became an entrepreneur in 2003. If I would have, I wouldn't be where I am today. I would have been distracted and stopped by all of the naysayers. There's always a naysayer. Oh, y'all can't do that. Y'all ain't gonna stick together and do that. Y'all can't push forward in 2025. Y'all can't make a difference in 2025. Good morning, Brother Melton. Good to see you. Yes, we can. We can do this. We can do this collectively if we say that we will not be distracted. We can do this if we, it's always a want. It's always, um, it's always a want. Always collateral damage. Always. That's in my Dr. Carl Warren's voice. Brenda, thank you for that. Always. But you just have to move that right on the side and keep moving forward, because the creator, the universe, the energy wants us to get it right, has been waiting for us to get it right, waiting for us to want it full circle. I believe that. I believe that the universe, the creator, that knows where we are and where we are trying to go. And for some reason, we have not been able to push it forcefully where it needs to be. Echoes loudly. It is our time. It is our time to get it right. It is our time to be strong in our beliefs. It is strong. It is strong. It is strong. And we have to believe that. We have to know that. We have to live it each and every day. And making sure that there is no looking back. Harriet Tubman left those folk that wanted to leave, wanted to look back. Good morning, Sharon. Good to see you, sis. Good. Hey, Sherry. Good to see you. Yeah. Can't look back. We don't have time to look back. I've been in this space, in this world, this universe, 61 years and have no desire, none, no, not none. Good morning, Let. No, not none of looking back. All forward in the mission. See, the community even need a mission statement. Our community need a mission statement. They need an anthem. They need a playbook guide. It's almost like we need a day by day guide in 365 in 2025. We need a guide to keep us on track. And when we see one another falling off the ship boat, some on a ship and some on a boat. So when they're falling off the ship boat or got one foot over in the water, we're able to pull them back in. Being accountable to one another. Making sure that we are guiding our spirit, soul with the energy that lives in us all. It is amazing if we allow it to guide us. We cannot look back and cannot be distracted. It is our time to stand strong and do what we need to do for ourselves. We can go our businesses together collectively. We could promote one another's business. Yes, our guide is following and practicing the 7 principles of Ma'at. Yes, yes. The most powerful thing that I've heard in all of my days, the most powerful thing that I've heard in all of my days has been do for self. Is do for self. Brenda Allen, yes, Queen. That's where it all began, in the mind, thoughts, ideas, etc. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. We get so bogged down in our mind and our spirit, can't see our way. So many of our young men, and we try to figure out why. It's in their spirits. It's in their thoughts. It comes out in what they do and how they do it. And a lot of times, no one there to embrace, to lift up, to guide, to be, to understand. But it's up to us. Our guide is following the practices and practicing, the 7 principles of Ma'at. It's true. Unity, discipline is way up on that list. Unity, discipline, following the spirit, We haven't figured out yet that the energy lives in us and that it is there to guide us all the way back home, all the way back home. We are built for this, but we have to be built for this to allow it have us in a space of win for all. Definitely have us in a space of win for all with the energy that has been placed in us all. Thank you all for jumping on with us on this great day. We will move forward together 365 in 2025, leaving absolutely nothing on the table. The time is now to be great, and we have the tools. We definitely have the tools to get it done. I'm Candy Lowe, Tea and Conversation Live. Thank you so much for joining us. I look forward for the next episode and everyone being in the conversation. Peace.